Hello, Fighting Irish is back. Turn 4 is now complete. Here's the tech chart. USA had 5 out of 7 they hit. So they lead the way. They show their technology stamina there. They're pretty up there with the Russians. 1, 2, 3. It looks like USA has 3 in tier 2, but the Russians have, looks like 4. The Germans have 3. USA has a bunch in 1. So over here on the IPP chart, some interesting happening. It looks like Japan did some damage. They moved up to 25 and they take the lead on the whole board. Let's start with the Japanese and what they did. Coming down here, they decided to take 14 troops, SNLF, Marines, and infantry, and invade the Dutch Money Islands. The Dutch did not put up much of a fight. There was one fight right here in Celebes. No, actually, not Celebes, but Borneo. Borneo is where it was the only close one. They brought an extra guy in anyway. The Dutch put up a fight, and the coastal sub made it out okay. Other than that, the Dutch pretty much got wiped out on this side of the face. I mean, they just came in and slaughtered. Here is the rest of the Navy around the waters of Java. They're pretty spread out right here, all over the islands. The British and Anzac didn't want to get too close, so they decided to run away. They were thinking about attacking maybe this fleet right here, but USA did not roll a good roll. They rolled only 9 with the 212 rolls that they got, so they decided to retreat. This way they are in fact protecting Sydney right now. They could in fact could have moved up here to defend Calcutta, but they might have some kind of strategy in mind where sacrifice Calcutta to help the Americans who haven't really bought anything but industrial complex. Chinese, the CCP took Yan'an. They spent $5 and they did get the tech roll this, or not the tech, but the recruitment of the warlord there. So they're almost pretty much, they have 3 warlords left. They bought a mountaineer. Other than that, they're bulking up their lines. Honestly, CCP and the KMT has this truth going on because they see this bigger threat down here. So this truth has held into place and they have not gone after each other. Nanking, the capital, has 9 infantry right now. The 2 back has 4 each. And the militia who can't move are back there. Up here, I think the CCP might be heading north this way, but then they might go this way because Siam, and eventually something's happening to Southeast Asia. Will it go Japanese? Will it not? The Americans on this, or not the Americans, the Comintern moved their troops over, most likely to border skirmish this guy in eastern Manchuria. They upgraded this guy. Other than that, Anzac as a troop truck, they built a militia to somewhat defend an island out there, maybe help them out. Here's an interesting thing. You don't see this too often, but Abyssinian has 9 infantry and 2 militia. The Abyssinians are going to be a big force for the Italians, or a big headache. They have, looks like, 4 infantry here, a mortar infantry, a mountaineer, a tactical, a fighter. Down here they have 3 more infantry and a cavalry. They have to decide, is it really worth going into Abyssinian? Do they have enough numbers into a mountain territory? They do. It's going to be costly on both sides. If it doesn't succeed, 99%, this will be the new French capital, and they will have some units. This turn, the French, the Russians, and the Americans lend-lease them in infantry. The Russians, up here at the top of the board, they railed their 2 tanks back here to what is that? Oh, I don't remember what the Kiev. So we have a little army in Kiev. Nobody up north has a small tactical, still transport, and a fighter in Moscow. That's all to defend. Down here in Transcaucasus, they have 3 infantry. They do have a big size naval fleet down here in the Black Sea. I wonder what they're thinking. Over here, they did not lend-lease a guy to Spain because they did in fact lose the Battle of Madrid this turn. It did not go, the rolls did not go their way. So they have 3 units left. They have 3 territories, so they decided they didn't want to put no more money into the conflict. The Republicans' Navy hasn't moved, but that transport's way up there. This is a stronghold. It's just a matter of time. See if they can hold out or not. Down here in Africa, you do have 3 British infantry here. Now, go up here on the British chart right off the Midland. The very interesting thing you see on this card is the 5 transports. They brought every transport home. They do have a big size fleet to try to protect it, to see if they can muster any kind of offensive if France should fall. They need some more units. They need more Navy, maybe Air Force. Something to help get some aid to France. France has 3 guys in southern France because they did receive a guy from Russia. Kind of shockingly, Russia lent out to the French, and they brought their guy from Syria over. So they have their transports here and the Navy right off the coast of Gibraltar. Gibraltar did receive up to 4 militia now, and Eastern Egypt has 2 infantry and 4 militia. That's what they're defending. The Navy hasn't moved inside. The Italian Navy hasn't bulked up inside either. You have the French outside, but you do have a U-boat way down here in South Africa. The British has not gone after U-boats left. They have one here and a pair right there. The British bought some more men. They bought a couple artillery. They have the Anzacs artillery on the British Midland. Maybe they can get some kind of offense going early. The French don't look too strong, but if you look at their counterpart, the Dutch did receive in homeland, the Netherlands, did get a Lend-Lease guy from the Americans. They spent all their money on helping everybody else. The Germans are looking strong. They have some Marines. They have some paratroopers. They have 4 cavalry, couple light tanks. They're getting ready to build. They saved $12 at least 2 medium tanks this next turn. They have some artillery and some AA. Poland looks like it's going to be in trouble soon. And everybody knows they are in trouble as well. Other than that, Russia didn't move anybody over here. They still have subs and the German Navy right there to see if anything happens. That's the end of the turn of July of 1938. The big news: the Dutch islands are now Japanese. They are up to 24 IPP and they're leading the way. Big move in round 4. The French and British went up a couple dollars, but America didn't go up very much, so the Japanese lost their dollar. So for one of the crude oil that they get from the Americans, but if they go after the Anzacs or Calcutta, that'll surely bring in some Americans into this war. Well, with 5D12s, that's going to help out. So far, no war in China yet. This is just going, everybody's getting big, everybody's getting strong. And if the Japanese don't go after them soon, they might not have anything left in the land, because north, south, the Russians have that big stack of infantry. Is it going to stay there? I don't know. The Japanese did put light tank over here, so something's coming. All right, thank you. Bye.